Okay, this is another episode where I'm going to do some more disclosure of what's really going on. Okay, now on our channels, a number of times we've told you that planet Earth is not a globe and it is not a flat Earth. Number of times I've reminded you what you learned in maybe like 10th, 11th, 12th grade in high school. That is that quantum physics superseded Newtonian physics. In other words, we don't live in a physical universe. It's a quantum universe. It's a quantum field. And by extension, you might as well consider what we live in to be analogous to the holodeck that you see in Star Trek. Holodeck, that's what we live in. It's a holographic matrix. And it's enormous. So it can simulate an enormous planet. Okay, I got that part. Okay, the next part is who made this enormous holodeck that we live in? Extraterrestrials with very advanced science. And what else do we know? Pretty much we are projected into this matrix. What do we mean by we? Our physical, what we call physical, day to day, we still say this is a physical body. This body is projected into this matrix, this holodeck, this quantum field. It is projected. What else do you need to know? What's the point of us all being here in this holodeck? Many people have said over the years, Earth is a school. You can learn a lot of different things in Earth School. It's a place to get lessons. So that's where we are. We're in a place where you and I come to learn lessons by interacting with one another and enormous numbers of people. You can get lessons at traditional high school, colleges, universities, private teachings. You can get what we call street smarts, that is, learning how to deal with other people just by dealing with them outside of school and inside of schools. Street smarts. You learn about karma. You have availability of many different spiritual teachings. So many kinds of spiritual teachings. Everything from Taoism, Buddhism, various types of Hindu teachings, Islam, Judaism, various, all kinds of different Christianity teachings, shamanism, New Age teachings, New Thought teachings, cults, different kinds of philosophies, different kinds of sciences, different kinds of arts, different kinds of languages, engineering, scientific research, media studies, propaganda, spin doctoring, political theater, consumer behavior, advertising, marketing, salesmanship, computer science and those kind of technologies, rocket science technologies, aircraft technologies, submarine technologies. We've got cosmology studies. In other words, in ancient days it was astrology, and in modern day we've got things like space telescopes, radio telescopes. Then we have parapsychology, which is study of things like ESP, telepathy, telekinesis, mind control. Mind control, a good example of mind control is in Star Wars Episode 4, which was really the first Star Wars that was ever made. Obi-Wan Kenobi, who was a Jedi Master, used mind control to tell some stormtroopers that these aren't the droids we're looking for. He used his mind to control the stormtroopers' minds. So that's parapsychology, and that's been studied for a very long time on the planet. There's all kinds of history studies that you can do on planet Earth. Everything from ancient Egypt, ancient China, Mesopotamia, South America, Hawaii, Australian Aborigine Dreamtime. History of all different parts of the world. We have studies of geology, especially when they're looking for oil or when they want to go and find where diamonds are or gold is. So Earth is a school, and that's what we're here to do. Some people are here because they simply want to have fun, so maybe they take up whatever their favorite sport is. Some people like to make movies. Some people like to be formal teachers. In other words, that work in school systems. Some people like to study things that are considered conspiracy theories. Some people like to study extraterrestrials, UFOs. Some people like to study other realms, such as fairy realms. And people like to get in touch with other kinds of Earth species. They study things, anything like whales and dolphins, chimpanzees, elephants, marine biology. So it just goes on and on and on. That's what we do in the holodeck. I don't know what else to tell you, because I've given you so many different fields of study. I mean, you already know this. Maybe you don't know so much about this being a holodeck. A lot of people still believe we live on a hard rock planet that's a globe that's circling the sun. What difference does it make? Well, it's just that if you're on a physical rock in the shape of a globe that's circulating a star called the sun, then you probably still are very much tied into what I called earlier Newtonian physics. That is, that this is a physicality, and you believe that you are a physical human, a biological human, and the running of you as a mind is all done because you've got a physical brain in your head. And then when you die, your mind stops, and that's it. Some people study people who have near-death experiences, which gives us clues that the idea that that our minds stop after death is incorrect. Things that support the idea of reincarnation can come from these kind of studies. These kinds of studies can also be not really confirmed, but they can be maybe tip the balance of whether you think it's possible or not. Some people do trips on psychedelic things, from magic mushrooms, myriads of other chemicals that change states of consciousness. Some people on planet Earth live to watch professional sports. So there's a myriad of different things that people pursue on the planet. We still call it a planet, but it's holographic. So we're not really getting too many people studying what can you really do in a quantum field, in a holodeck like Star Trek. Well, what can you really do? If you don't really push the boundaries of it, it's going to act like a physical planet for you. You want to get a beer, you drive downtown, you walk into a bar and you order a beer. You pay cash money for it, you give the bartender a tip, and you swale down your beer. And if that's all you do, then it's just going to act like what you think it's going to act like. When are you going to start seeing things that are really pushing the boundaries? You're going to have to push some boundaries, buddy. I'm Colonel Cliff Serene. If you like my video, please share and subscribe. And if you don't like it, please don't subscribe and go away, because I'm sick of stupid idiots giving me dumb comments.